guys, we have so much more to come. Remember, we are live from Tucson. We've got tonight's event. Jay, I know you've got some more hours coming. You got 3 hours tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I've got 3 hours tomorrow, and then we've got two 2 hour. No, we actually have a 3 hour and a 1 hour tomorrow. Three
I'm,
hours
yeah,
and
right,
with Lynn, three
right.
hours with Lynn, and
Yeah.
then 1 hour with Adam. And then I've on Tuesday is my final show, and I've got two 2 hour events, and then we're done
And you and I
for
are
the whole
wrapping
month.
up the whole thing.
Yeah, we're wrapping up the whole
I'm
thing, and
super
that's on
excited.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So there we go. All right. Now we are moving on, everybody, to this. And we decided we're going to bring this out now just because you guys get super excited about it in the preview. So here we go. You ready? Huge, huge, beautiful disc, bright blue turquoise, what we all love to see on sale. Better yet, $40 off. And we're really taking a hard focus on turquoise tonight. In fact, it's funny, Jay, in our 2 hours, I've seen more turquoise in this show tonight than I have in a long time in a lot of your shows.
You've probably seen more turquoise tonight than you've seen at the show in Tucson. So
Says something for sure.
okay, you know what really makes this exciting, and like I always say, so everything that we get, and this is an exclusive. This is the Heavenly Well Lake turquoise. Okay, so when we bring it in, what do? We grade it all by size, then we grade it by color, then we grade it by grade. In this case, this was actually graded out because of the formation. So it went through when they did the sizing, it actually went through a different process because these are what they call natural flats. They're called wafer flats.
Mm.
So that's all pure turquoise. As you can see, if you see the thickness on this, it was they come in little plates, like nugget flats, nugget plates, but they're this is the thickness of them, but they might be the size of a half a dollar. They might be the size of a quarter, they might be the size of a nickel.
That's how they come out of the ground?
That's how they come out of the ground.
Oh, cool.
So okay, so here's the thing. You have to design with that, right? So you have to figure out, how can I best utilize this rough material? It's so cool, so beautiful. And what's really crazy about it, as far as color, this is the highest grade color that we got from the Heavenly Well Lake.
It's
I mean,
beautiful.
this would be the most coveted color. This is the kind of the high blue color that came out. So it's a high blue. But if you could see this, look, this is what's so cool about all these wafers. That's all natural.
Mm.
We didn't do that. We didn't cut that.
Right.
That's how they came out. All we did is we took the wafers and then we edge ground. We rounded them off, and we thought, okay, how do we wasted so much turquoise because you can't see the majority of the turquoise. You only see the side of it,
Oh,
right?
that's true. That's a good
So
point.
yeah, so you're not seeing the full side of it. So the amount of turquoise, the weight of turquoise that is in this is like through the roof.
Gorgeous.
But it's a great look. It's more of a traditional look, and this is something actually that comes, and even knowing how to do this and actually how to make this comes from my Southwest roots. I mean, these are the kind of designs that actually I used to make when I first started making this.
We're
This
talking about
this
puka
is what
beads.
I did. Yeah,
Remember
when
puka
the
beads?
puka
Get that little
beads, same thing.
spell,
We
field
would
them.
find these, we would drill them,
Yeah.
and then we would edge grind them, and then this is what we made Hishi necklaces out of.
That's
Right?
so cool. Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah. And again, I just want to show you some ideas because I think it's fun to be able to look at what you have, look at your wardrobe and say, what can I do really magical and very different with it? So this is the one coming up. Remember, that's the reversible, kind of reverses to a cool matte black. Look at that. Again, this is, you walk into a room. This is his wife Sheila's look. You walk into a room and yes, you do this. You go, I'm here. Here's my jewelry. I'm making a statement. And women, men, they're all like, wow, she looks great. Why? Because you dare to be different. You dare to wear your jewelry. Just you're there. You're like, I'm all in, right? And just look at that, even from a distance. Can you imagine having a black turtleneck on and you just walk into a room with these two pieces on? And it's just, it's so eye catching. Your outfit's so completed when that's done. And again, I just encourage you to play. Think of what you have and then take it to that next level. That's where women, I believe, who really understand and are very fashionable, that's what they do. Sheila's, your wife, is famous for wearing a lot of her turquoise and her pieces together, isn't she? And she loves that look.
Yeah, my wife is like a walking jewelry store. But one of the things I learned in what you're saying with layering, it's funny enough because like our design team, at one time we used to bring a whole team here and, shopping for the rough. And the Stacy and Kenna and Deborah, they used to come every year. And um, I used to think, and I've told them at times, I said, how much jewelry did you guys bring with you? And I would like, how did you bring a suitcase of jewelry? And I said, are you guys spending that kind of money? And, and it was our design. So I knew that most of it they had bought. And that's when I learned about layering.
Mhm.
So every day they have really kind of some of the same necklaces on. They would change them around, but each day they were combining them in different ways. And so
Totally different look, right?
it's a completely different look. But if you really thought about it and you thought, wait a minute, she had that one Monday. And so now she's combining it on Thursday. And, but it was really cool. And that's when I learned about layering.
Yeah, I say, but it works. It
Yeah.
works. And I think in this one, obviously, this is a standalone as well. I mean, this is the one piece that I think you really treat yourself to. You go, okay, you watched part of the show and you're thinking, God, which one should I go for? I think there's an organicness to this look. I really do. I love the texturality of it. I love the flats because it's not perfect. It's the imperfection and that combination of that look. That's what makes it so stunning. And it really makes it very original looking,
Well,
Jay.
it makes it unique in this fact, okay? Because you're looking at something that's natural. Okay, this is Mother Nature, right? There's no way. Look, even if you challenge me to carve these wafers, I couldn't do that. There's no way. How would I do that?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's impossible. So it's natural. Do you see the wafers?
Right.
These are nugget, what they call nugget flats. They're wafers. So there's no way. Every one of them is uniquely different. Mother Nature made those. There's no way. Those cannot be man-made. There is no way that you could actually do that. It's absolutely impossible. There's no way you could cut that. It's impossible. And that's what the real shame of it is that you're seeing only the small edge of it,
Yes,
right? You're
that
not
is
seeing the
funny.
full face. It's kind of like if you took a bunch of plates together. Let's say you have these beautiful porcelain plates,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That your grandmother gave you, and
Yeah.
you're all
And
proud.
there's like a rose pattern in the middle
Right,
of it.
right. Okay. So the only thing you can do to make it into jewelry is you drill holes in the center, right? And then you kind of
Put them
thing.
all together.
So all you're going to see is the edge of the plate, right? You're not going to see the rose pattern. So even there, though, look how cool this is
Cool.
because you see the natural wave, you see the natural wafer
But
of it.
but don't
But
you
look
think
how clean it is.
irregularities
Is what
is the
makes it
beauty
unique.
of that?
No,
Yeah, that's what makes it so high end. It makes it so luxe because you can always tell if you see a woman wearing a necklace and you're like, oh, I've seen that 100 million times. You see somebody wearing a necklace like this, and it literally looks like you went to some really exquisite boutique where the owner had the best taste in jewelry and they are going to pick for their very high end customers really different pieces. That this is the piece that would be in there. Or I always like to say with some of your pieces, it's like going into a really beautiful museum store. And museum stores, they know they're competing against a lot of other things that are out there. So they're only going to do the really cool, different stuff. They're not going to give you, oh, what the mall has. They're going to do something super high end. This is exactly that look. And I am tickled because we are busy for this one. I'm so happy you're loving it. I know it's so good, right? And I love, Jay, the brightness of the blue. Like, look at the earrings. You can really see that on that layered look there, too.
Actually, for this particular, and here again, this is an exclusive turquoise. Nobody has any of this. I guarantee you. We got everything that came out of the ground. There was that, I call it a one and done. It was one load that came out one time, and we sorted through it. And this was it. I will tell you that less than probably 10% of the total material that we got was this color.
Mm,
It was every color in the rainbow, but this color and this high blue. I mean, it's coming through on the screen, but not really.
I agree.
I'm looking at it here and under these lights. Blue is so otherwise you sit here in the dark. Um, you, um, and if you could look at it, and I'm looking at it here, it's even more blue there in the studio now that they've actually changed the
There,
stage lighting a
yeah, I
little
know. I
bit.
know you're much happier with that.
But I was, and that was something
It
that
drove them crazy for years.
yeah, I did for years. And
It's true. Though. I can get it though, because you know why? As the person who's creating it and your team bringing it in, you know how beautiful it is.
and you want
You
to.
and I both know because we're
I,
sitting
I
around,
don't. I don't want to. I don't want to show it better than it is. I'm not trying to make it look better,
but you wanted to
but I
look
want it to look like it looks, right?
yes.
So I
And for
also don't want to make
years
it less beautiful.
right, yes, exactly. So for years, he wasn't exactly happy about it. It's much happier. Okay, I have to give you an update, guys. We are just absolutely so busy for this. It is even bluer in person. Now we have 700 left, and then it's completely gone. And use that flex pay. You get this home for $40. Pay it off in 5 months. But this is generational wearing. This isn't just
Oh
oh,
no,
this is
this is
for my
something
mom
you
and
can.
dad.
No,
Oh
this is something you'll be able to hand down,
yeah,
down, down,
yeah,
and it's also something that just won't sit in your jewelry box, right? It's
right.
something that you're going to pull out. And what I love about it, if you're casual and you want to wear casual type things, this is a great piece that you could
Sure,
go out
yeah.
with almost every